Shalawam.
Shalawam.
We got
Shalom.
GMS, Nola. We're gonna get into it with a sit down, man. I got the brother with me. I'm Wide, brother Ryan. And we're just gonna get into it. Business as usual, bringing up prophecy, getting on to Israel. These so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Before we get started, we're gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh,
YAHAWAH,
Bahasham.
bahasham,
Shem,
YAHAWASHI, bahasham,
Shalawam,
barakah,
the bonus to the apostles, the elders of great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Stem Yaki, man, pushing this truth. Shalom, keep pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalawam.
So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. You got these pastors out here in these Christian churches, these harlot houses. Steady telling their congregation, pray for that new house, pray for that new job. Pray for that husband, pray for that new wife. But the whole time they're not warning them about the calamities that's coming. The said perils that the scriptures talking about. The famine, economic collapse, or just everyday judgment from YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. They not getting into that. They still in that myrrh spirit. They want to dance, still doing the money dance. Asking for blessings. You know, but they going off, man. Because this is not the time for that. The season has changed. You know, and it's all about doom and gloom now. Like Trump like to dub us the doom and gloom prophets. You know, and so that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna continue to bring this doom and gloom because we're ready for this place to be over with and get the hell out of here, man. There's no good times left in here. All that shit's gone. Once you get awakened to the truth, you realize it's all been a big charade, man. So
Got
we
a
can take
precept for you.
Jeremiah. Oh, you got it.
Okay. Hey, just to back up the point you just made about these pastors out here preaching of good times to come when there's nothing but lamentations, mournings, and woes to come.
Mm-hmm.
Even amongst the camps that know the name. This is Jeremiah 14. I'm gonna start at 13. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, the prophets say unto them, Ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place.
That's what these prophets today saying. There's no sword coming. There's no destruction coming. What? Nuclear missiles, man. That's not gonna happen. You gonna really prosper here. You're an Israelite. The Lord's about to bless you with unlimited blessings now, man. You didn't got to worry about nothing else. You didn't made it, and that's what they saying. You're not gonna see famine. The storehouse is always gonna be full. And they look at the men primarily from GMS like we crazy when we say otherwise. But that's what our people want to hear. They want to hear everything's gonna go on forever, man. But it's not gonna be so. You got it.
Uh,
I got you, man. Oh, you good.
yeah, I just had two more verses.
Okay.
Verse 14. Then Yahweh said unto me, The prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, in the deceit of their heart.
And that's what they do, man. How about Shem has not spoken to these people, these so-called Israelite groups. They say they Israel, but when you get down and breaking them down, they really nothing but Christian Israelites, man. You know, and that's what they're saying. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You okay? And and what you see now, is all it's gonna be. You're gonna stay here. You don't have a homeland pretty much. And if they do tell you got a homeland, they don't talk about going back to it. They just want you to stay here and be happy and stay to conform to Esau's society, man. Be a good slave, and don't forget to drop that money off in the tight plate, man. Or send your tights in. That's what these prophets say over here, man. And they all about their own vain and glory. The mixtape didn't work out. The car wash didn't boom the way they thought it was going. Jake always got a car wash business they want to start. The car wash business didn't start. So they say, you know what? What's the hot new thing? Because Jake loves trends. So you know what? I'm gonna be a prophet, and that's what they say, man. And they just turn the whole thing and try to turn the truth into a business, a business model. This a nigga new hustle here, man. If you got something to say, bro, you got it.
Okay. And we got documented examples of this. Even though he's saying otherwise now, a couple of years ago, Bishop Nathaniel said, when they shall be given, married and given in marriage, he spun that as the Israelites being at peace during Jacob's trouble, that it was going to be peaches and cream. And then I believe it was over at ISU PK, they said to believe in Jacob's trouble means that you're that's GAY.
Oh Lord.
Believing in it is that.
Madness.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you had one, Amawad? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
pretty
just
good.
had one more verse.
Oh, you got it, bro.
Kind of. There, verse 15. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. And the
So yeah,
people to whom, okay, you got it.
oh yeah, con. So yeah, these prophets saying, there won't be no sword and famine in this land. Not in America. America never runs out of anything, man. You know, but the ones that keep saying, there won't be a sword and famine, those are gonna be the same ones that are gonna be taken down by the sword and famine that's coming. Especially this Jacob's trouble, which ultimately, if they make it that far, the nuclear being missiles, but Jacob's trouble is gonna hit a lot of Israel, man. It's gonna get a big chunk of y'all, man. And you're gonna get ready, you number two to slaughter, in so many words. You got it right.
Just one more. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them.
Yeah, because Jerusalem, is always the people before the place, man. So wherever there's a bulk of Jews, man, is Jerusalem. And it says, because of the famine and the sword, they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour the wickedness upon them. So yeah, YAHAWASHI is gonna visit everybody, man. The whole line of family members. Down to the son, the daughter, the nephew. You can throw him in there too. And the dog gonna get caught up in this, man. It's gonna be the Most High gonna pour His fury upon on you, you wicked Israelites out here, scattering the sheep, man, off of your own vainglory. You know, the scriptures clearly say this place is going down in flames. But you niggas want to get up here on these blocks, on these corners, and try to preach otherwise, man. Or you get your big council. You sit up there, you got a whole table, a round table meeting of every Israelites up there trying to disprove what we're saying, but you can't, man. The scriptures back us up every time. So sword and famine is coming your way, no matter what you niggas say, man. You
But yeah, this real quick to back up what y'all was saying. This is the spirit of Jake, really. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, and that's why you see how people mainly flocking to them other groups, because they saying smooth things, man. They saying, hey, ain't no microchip. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear, oh, they can continue to buy and sell, have a grand old time, and they saying you can do whatever under the sun. Like Johanna said, you can do some vow to your woman, which is clearly against the scriptures. I ain't gonna say what he said, but men who've been following this thing a long time know the wickedness this man has put out. And then you had that other knucklehead talking about, oh, just do drugs, just do heroin, and all this kind of crazy stuff, man. That's what our people want to hear. And then I ain't gonna get too tough on it, but you even got this weed doctrine coming back, resurfacing, popping his head back up now. You know, they saying, hey, you can smoke weed, wink, wink, but we not really telling you that, you know? So that's what our people get caught up in. You know, they want to, they want to, the women want to wear the head wraps, the men want to wear the garments and the beads and all, but they still want to live life as a nigga. You know, they want to still want to be wicked, man. You know, coming into this is a whole renewing of your mind. You know, you got to put off the old ways. But these pastors, these Christian people, you know, these so-called Israelite camps, man, out here, these false prophets, they tell you ain't got to change nothing, man. Just come on, whatever you doing, just stay doing it. You know, just say Khan and Shalawam, and you good, man. You know, you ain't gotta have the name of the Lord. Just come out there dressed up as a Hebrew Israelite, and you straight. And that's what these niggas push, man. It's total madness.
Yeah, they get that from their daddy. They have Esau has that doctrine, come as you are, which is nowhere in the Bible. The scriptures don't say come as you are. The scriptures say repent, all right, change yourself, conform yourself to the scriptures. You know, put off the old man. The whole Bible is against come as you are. You're not supposed. We're wicked. We're sinners. So if you come in as you are, you a nigga. You basically saying I'm a nigga, so I'm gonna stay a nigga. So I mean, the Lord just gotta accept me the way I am.
Yeah, and then these false prophets, they know exactly what Jake like. You know, they got their little fellowship parties. They got the rap battles going on. You know, which is nothing wrong with that, but they started taking on the whole, appearance of worldly rap niggas, man. You know, they got the guns, they got the pants sagging, the bandanas, and that's what they doing. Just saying they carnal, man. You know, they want to keep Jake in that carnal mindset because Jake has turned into a carnal beast out here under Esau's rulership, you know. And them niggas they play on that. You know, they get the guns, they want to get the flashy cars, they want to come in with the super duper, Hebrew costumes on, like they like superheroes or something. You know, all the flashiness. That's what they like to do, man. Oh, you see the brother Shalawam, YAHAWASHI Shabakata.
Shalawam, YAHAWASHI, Barakatah.
That's what they like to do, man.
The brother froze.
I got a.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, kind of. Yeah. They like to put on that pageantry, that show that Jake like to see, man. You know, the flashy clothes, the cars, the big conferences and stuff like that. But the whole time they preaching lies and deceit, man. I believe you said you had something, right?
Just to keep going on the topic of the lesson. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Yeah, and that's what they do, man. They even deny, YAHAWASHI, man. They say, Christ, why you so concerned about the name, Or what's the name was saying? We speak Ebonics when you try to speak the Lashawan Kodash, which clearly when you say the prayers and the name, of your power in the Hebrew tongue, man, that gives it more power, more meaning to it. But they even joke about that, man. So they wanna mix it and water the truth down, with their own vain opinions, with their own so-called breakdowns, and that's what they do, man. They continue to sway the people into they want their own what they call it, their own motive or their own damn, I can't think of the word, it slips my mind right now. But they got their own kind of show going on, man.
They got their own agenda. Yeah.
That's the word right there. They got their own agenda, bro. And they are not trying to lift up, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, or the nation Israel. It's about lining their own pockets, and riding off into the sunset, you know, with all your money.
I was gonna say that verse 3.
Con,
Kind.
con.
That's
Verse 2, back up what you said too. Many the wayward Israel long after them, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
kind, bro, and that's what they do, man. You know, they what's the last part about evil spoken of?
Con. By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Yeah, even the way of truth, man. You know, if you come out preaching the truth, man, Jake just say, "Oh, man, you know, it's evil, pretty much." You know, like you guys are wrong. You know, how can you? Why you want to call on your power? Why you want to call them by their true names, man? You know, that's going off. You know, the name is Christ. You know, his name is Jesus. You know, who is this YAHAWASHI y'all keep talking about and keep calling on? You know, and even telling you that, you know, that JT's coming, Jacob's trouble. You know, the economic collapse. All that's we're on the heels of that World War III. You know, that seems evil. And even telling a nigga he need to turn back from his wicked ways. That's even deemed evil to these niggas out here, man. Calling themselves prophets today. You know?
And just to back up a point you made earlier, how these other groups are always coming after GMS. How we simply preach what it says in the scriptures, and a big area of contention is what the so-called grape doctrine, as well as saying that these women have to be in order. We're simply going into the scriptures. We're not telling people to go out here and grape people, but we're saying, look, doesn't this society have laws that say if somebody does this act, they get penalties for it? We're simply showing you what it says in the scriptures the penalties are, but you get all that a bunch about it because you're carnal minded and you're really not spiritual minded. This thing is just a, a community to belong to, some new fad. And with the women issue too, Jake, especially when your whole concern is what, having lavish marriages and get-togethers and a fun time with the sisters, so to speak. Jake, just lose their goddamn mind. They still stuck in that Western mindset. They haven't gone back to searched out the past of their forefathers, that Eastern mindset. And really, a lot of it at the end of the day is just making money off of this, as it's about to say in verse 3. And through covetousness they shall, with feigned words, make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
God, and that's what it's about. The merchandise, man, which equals the money. You know, they want to, you know, you can't buy your boots from nowhere else. You got to get them from them. You got to get your wristbands. You know, they only got the the lockup or the the hookup on the purple shirts. You can get them from nowhere else. You only deal with they designers. You know, and that's
Don't
just
forget
one
about the
particular.
fringes, Doc.
Yeah, yeah, fringes. You got to have fringes everywhere. You got to get them from them. You know, and that's what they do, man. This is a chance for Jake to put some money in his pocket. You know, and they gonna take full advantage of it every time. You know, that's why they out in numbers, out recruiting. You know, they put on it looks good on the outside that they preaching, trying to wake you up, but the whole time they trying to get numbers, man, to increase their dollars, they bank account. You know, that's why they willing to go to these wild extremes in the hood, man, because they looking for the black dollar. That's what these niggas looking for, man. You know.
The brew dollar.
Yeah, right. The brute.
True.
Come on, bro. Oh, wait, I'm getting the brother precept here. Yeah, Titus 1 and 10 and 11. Well, there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers. Yeah, there's a lot of those, you know, in Israel right now, man. That's the big thing now, you know, to be a prophet, man. You know, just get up, watch you 2, 3 videos, and next thing you know, you're a prophet, man. You know, especially they of the circumcision. You know, niggas who know they Israelites, man. You know, they out there, you know, just picking it up, ain't call or nothing. They just get up and say, you know what, I'm gonna start bringing it out, you know, and say they vain talkers too, man. You know, Jake just all about, puffing himself up, making himself look good. Say whose mouth must be stopped. Yeah, these niggas' mouths must be stopped, and they're gonna be stopped here real soon. Little do they know. Jake keep forgetting. Jake always try to leave the Most High out the equation, but you just don't know he's in control of everything, man. He know where you niggas lay your head at. You know what block you niggas gonna be on before you even think about it, man. So you don't think you're gonna get paid back, but you will. Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. So yeah, man, they'll try to subvert your whole house with this with their own made up doctrine, with their own different, they switch the breakdowns up. They thinking what, it don't mean that, it means something else. It's just madness out here in Israel, man. But when you get down to it, that's a part of that whole facade, man. They seem like they so educated and that the Lord is dealing with you. You making up all these breakdowns, but the whole time you thinking about what's in that man's pocket, man. You thinking about the money, you know. How can I get him to get into this, to feed my lifestyle, you know? And that's what Jacob is really into it, mostly about, man. And there are some sincere men in this thing, you know, not just us, it's other men who follow the same, doctrine of YAHAWASHI, the true doctrine, and they not in for money, but you can obviously see, there's a few groups out here that just stick straight out where it's all about money, asking you to pay for breakdowns. That's a red flag right there. Anytime a nigga tell you you gotta pay for a breakdown, you gotta run, man. You gotta run the opposite direction. But our people, that's what our people want, man. They get caught up in that that uh Hebrew Hollywood lifestyle, man, with the lights, the red carpet, the conventions they got going on, and Jake willing to pay whatever just to be a part of that, man, just to still mingle with the world, you know.
Yeah, that's a scripture said that what these camps do, they basically take the world and put a Hebrew twist on it. So Jake think they coming out of the world when really they mingling the world with the truth. Like you said earlier, the rap battles, the
Mhm.
weddings, the elaborate weddings. These are things
Mhm.
Jake does in the world, but then you have these false camps. They'll put a Hebrew twist on it, so Jake doesn't have to actually put off these things. He can still be in the spirit of mirth instead of the spirit of mourning, the house of mourning. But I'm in the spirit
Mhm.
of mirth, but I'm wearing fringes, so it's okay.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's what Jake, man. Jake, you don't want to do nothing the right way. Jake always want to just half-ass it, man. and marry it with wickedness is even better. All you gotta do is say con, and you in there, and that's what Jake thinks is all about. Just because you know a few Hebrew words, man, don't mean you on the right path. You got to look at the people around you. If the man's still doing the same thing they was doing in the world, that's a damn flag there too, man. That's another flag, you know. But that's what our
Yeah,
people want to hear. Oh, you got it right.
yeah. You to memorize 100 precepts, but you still smoking Black and Miles.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
come on, man.
God, yeah, you still eating chicharrones and you still eating greens with pork in it and stuff like this. But you say, oh well, I don't eat the meat. I just pick around it. I throw it out. That's what a nigga would say, man. That's what Jake do. Jake is constantly trying to twist the truth, man, to fit his ways, to fit the world, so you won't be seen as an outcast, man. But this truth is supposed to make you an outcast to everybody in the world. You're supposed to stick out like a sore thumb when you somewhere. When you around a bunch of niggas, you're supposed to feel uneasy, man. Very uncomfortable. you know. But that's what we get into, man. Just these prophets, prophesying the lies, and they're not telling Jacob about Jacob's trouble that's right around the corner, and that the RFID microchip is, pretty much come out in the open. and the WEF saying you're gonna have a trackable, microchip under your skin.
Watch with the
You know.
algorithm, Mike.
Oh yeah. On this, I just let it fly. Let them flag it. I, you know, we'll chop it up on something else. But yeah, but that's what they do. They say, hey, it's not coming. There's no such thing. They say the man of GMS was crazy. You know, it's white women. That's the mark. Christianity, that's the mark. Embargoes, that's the mark. But it just come out last week in the article, which we've been knowing this, but they just announced it to the world. You gonna have an implantable chip under your skin, man, to be able to buy and sell and trade in order to operate in this so-called white man society, man. So that's when you start separating the true camps from the false camps, man. You know, and these harlot houses ain't even thinking about nothing like this. They still wondering what it is. You know, they still thinking it's just some kind of mark. Somebody gonna come write something on your skin or draw some on your hand. But here we are now, the true men of the Lord, man, telling you that mark is the RFID chip, man. It's gonna go in your skin, your right hand on your forehead, and we just gonna get into it because we got to sound that alarm. We don't care if Jake come out here and try to change the subject when we get on the block. We're gonna give you the doom and gloom still. Everything we talking about, we're on the doorsteps, and that mark is here already. It's getting ready to go mainstream. And we're gonna get some precepts and get into it. We're gonna get into the let's start Revelation 13 and 16. If somebody get it to it, but Papa Kashan.
I got it. It's book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads."
Yeah. So this so-called white man, like he's talking about in verse 15. I really should have brought that one out first. But if you don't want to get into this image of the beast, this so-called white man system, he's gonna, you don't want to participate. You don't want to go to his you don't want to vote. You don't want to go to his schools. You don't want to go to his jobs or nothing. He's gonna kill you over this, man. This is his big go-to move to imprison the whole planet right now. So he's gonna cause all, like the brother said, all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it don't matter if your ass doing 20 with an L or you just walking on the streets. You know, you're gonna be presented with this mark here real soon, man. And it's gonna go on you. Whether you over here is gonna be in your right hand, and on the other side in Europe, they some put in their right, some put in their left, but it don't matter what hand you get it anywhere, man. It's gonna be your ass. It says, and then we already see the brain implants that's going on. You got Musk, he finally got approved for it, and then there's another company who's been going through trials.
Synchron.
Synchron, guns, a lot of, and so Musk, just a month or two ago, he was asking for, human trials, man. Any humans want to get started on this. So you think this is a game? You know, we're not up here preaching no good times. We telling you things about to get very real for you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the whole world. you know, these ain't time to be out here, planning lavish weddings. Planning, Hebrew talk shows and all this kind of shit. All that's out the window. This place is about to come down. The dollar had a 14. Let me see here. They had a drop. The U.S. dollar dropped to a 3-week low this week. And it's been the lowest since November. Why is that? Because this is the month of Fed now. And we getting later and later into the month. So you're gonna start seeing a whole lot more economic hiccups go on, in the market, the currency's crashing possibly, but there's gonna be a lot of fluctuation going on because this man got to get a lot of panic going on, and how can he do that? He had this scare earlier during the year with the banks and all, with the banks crashing. So he's getting ready to implement this whole chip thing, man. And all the people talking about is the true man of the Lord, bro. And it's just that simple. You can go to the next verse. I'm on.
Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Yeah, so you're not gonna be able to do anything without this. It says buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, man. This is gonna be complete and total control of the whole planet. This man want to keep tabs on you. He want to know all your purchases, even what you're thinking about buying. He wants to know that. And so this is nothing that we sat down and came up with one day. This was all predestined, man, to come. And here it is, and we in that time. And it's right here. It's no longer debating what it is. If you don't believe us, go read some of this so-called white man news articles on what the future of money is. You can go to YouTube and type in the World Economic Council or World Economic Forum, Salakia. You go and type that in, and then there's a video on there, guys, that says the future of money. Controlling all your purchases, man. Just because you had that charagma in you, don't mean you just gonna be out here willy-nilly and shopping and buying like you used to, buying anything you want. There's gonna be restrictions and limitations on everything you do. So there's no more good times in the future. No more slavery and servitude to the so-called white man. That's what he wants. He wants you to be the ultimate slave, man. No thought, no free will, no nothing, man. Just what do you call them, goyim? He just wants you to be a bunch of stupid cattle, man. Just tagged, walking around, watching on screens all day. So this is real. We're not making this up. And so go to Google and pull this stuff over yourself, man. And let's see, we can go to the Revelation 3 and 10. If somebody grab it for me.
I got you.
Count to honor.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, so like I said, this whole temptation is going to come upon the whole world, man. But for the men who kept the word of his patience, man, believe the prophecies, believe what, YAHAWASHI said, man, that he's gonna be there for you. He's gonna see you through this. You got to believe in that. You can believe he's gonna come back and deliver the elect, man. You got to believe in all that because, like I said, he's gonna deliver you from that hour of temptation. That hour of temptation is gonna be whether you decide, well, you ain't gonna decide, but it's gonna be a moment to where you're gonna be thinking, oh man, do I get this thing or not, man? Because there's gonna be no food out here, for you just to get, man. Everything, food, water is gonna be very scarce out here for you wicked niggas, man. There's gonna be a trying moment for you. Oh, you have something more?
God, yeah. How are you going to have faith that the Lord is going to deliver you from something that your pastors never warned you about, you never heard of? Like this whole ministry is about preparing the elect and fortifying us to survive Jacob's trouble and to stay mentally calm. Isaiah 33 and 6, to have that stability and knowledge to endure all of the madness that's going to happen in the earth real soon. But if you're never talking about it, your congregation don't know about it. How are they preparing themselves spiritually for what's to come?
Right, yeah. They're not mentioning this. Joel Osteen not talking about this. TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. You know, what's his face? Esau, he got a group called the Clergy Response Team. You know, they're going to be in that day telling you, well, you know, this is of the Lord. You know, go ahead and take it. You need to eat, don't you? You know, it's going to be those same Israelite niggas telling they followers, man. Hey, well, you got to eat. Even Johanna said it. He said, well, you going to eat. You got to eat, don't you? So he already getting them primed up already for this, man. You know, so that they gonna be led sheep to the slaughter, man. And and once you get this, you know, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. You know, you gonna taste of that nuclear fire, man.
I got a preset for you.
I got the
Yeah,
Jeremiah for you.
yeah.
Kind of, it's quick, just to back what you were saying. This is
Mm-hmm.
First Thessalonians. Oh, this is
You got
First
it.
Thessalonians chapter 5 verse kind of. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That gun. If you make it through all the, you know, the Jacob trouble, you know, the famine and all, and then you end up getting this frogman in your hand, and you think, oh man, you know, I made it. There's no more trouble. You know, everything can come back on. The goodies can come back, start flowing. I can eat whatever I want to again. And you're gonna get comfortable. Next thing you know, man, them fucking nuclear ICBM missiles gonna rain down on your head. You know, because it clearly says not to take this thing. But Jake don't listen. You know, Jake had to be made a believer. So only way you're gonna believe when your ass get burned to a nuclear crisp. You know, that's the only way you're gonna be able to teach most of these Israelites out here, man. They don't believe nothing stink until it actually hit them in the face. You know,
Okay.
so even like the brother was saying, they don't fucking teach them this in church, or these other groups ain't telling they members this.
That peace and safety, them telling them it's all going to be good, nothing but it's just a little problem here and there, but hey, the government's for it. That Romans 13, they
Mm-hmm.
hey, the be subject unto the rulers and all that. Hey, get the charagman, everything's gonna go back to normal. But then what? That what you're going into, that sudden destruction.
Mm-hmm. You got one on. I see brother Cabal now. Shalawam out. Y'all about to y'all brother thing.
Shalom.
Shalawam, YAHAWASHI, Barakatah.
But yeah, this Jeremiah chapter 23, starting at the top. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, it's a woe destruction to you, man. For scattering the pasture. Yeah, white Yahawah, man. You know, you niggas good for nothing. You know, we trying to get out of here. You know, we preaching that Yahweh is coming back. You know, deliver. You know, the 144,000, man, come to deliver the elect to get them out of here. You know, we saying we have a savior and a redeemer, and you niggas saying otherwise, man. You know what I'm saying? We got one, but y'all saying he just gonna keep us here. You know, you know, you niggas ain't trying to get out of here. So destruction to y'all.
And it says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, and you have scared the flock, man, and driven them away. You know, and you constantly do that daily, man. You know, you say, you know what? Forget this your Howard shot character. You know, stick to the white meat, Jesus, man. You know, that's still your savior, the so-called white man. He's here to save you, man. You know, and that's what they continue to do to this day, man. They not looking for or telling our people about who their true power is. You know, they saying, "Oh, look to me, I got the answers." You know, and just continue to stay in that Christian mindset, and you're gonna be okay. But that ain't the case, man. And it says, so the Most High, he's gonna visit you of your evil doings, because you niggas got number lies, treachery, and deceit behind all this. You know, you lead them to the lead them to the slaughter. You're not telling them about the things that's coming. Matter of fact, you're not telling them nothing at all. Just have a good time. Keep partying up. Just doing whatever you want. Just stay a wicked person. And that's what you're telling these people out here. And the Lord's gonna visit you niggas for that, man. And there's no other way of getting around that.
God. You want to jump down to 20. Yeah, this whole chapter is just going into all of these fake. I'm gonna read 31 real quick. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith Yahweh, that use their tongues and say, He saith. So they acting as if they're speaking of the Lord, but they actually speaking of their own minds, man. The Lord didn't send these niggas. The Lord didn't set up Edomite pastors and which he did on the left hand side. He was that in Kings where he set up the lying prophets. That's the spirit. I was holding this earlier. If I could bring this out real quick. This is 1 Kings 22:8. It says, and the king of Israel, is talking about Ahab, it said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Emlah, by whom we may inquire of Yahweh, but I hate him, for he does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. So you had a wicked king of Israel, you had a righteous man of the Lord. He said he hated him. Why did he hate him? Because he didn't prophesy lies, he didn't prophesy deceits, he didn't tell him what he wanted to hear. He actually told him, thus saith the Lord. He said, I hate him. That's these people, man. These false pastors, these 501c3 charter, all of these set up niggas, they hate us. And they don't hate us because anything we did to them specifically. They don't hate us because they know us personally. They don't know us. They hate us because we speak according to the word.
Mm-hmm. And they definitely hate us when we talk about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
Their dad.
What you mean? He the best thing that ever happened to us. He got us from the west coast of Africa, brought us over here. He ain't as cruel as you niggas say he is. That's what they call us, man. And they hate us for that.
Yeah.
But it's all good though. You're gonna be paid back here real soon. So, like I said, somebody's gonna be right and somebody's gonna be wrong. And we boasting in YAHAWASHI that we gonna be right, man. So everybody's gonna see.
That's the scripture then. Then shall they know a prophet have been among them in Ezekiel 33.
God, yeah, we not boasting of ourselves, man. We boasting in the Lord, man. We know He gonna do everything He said He was gonna do.
Also, that 2 Esdras 9, they shall know it after death by pain.
God.
Kabar said he got one for you. Backing you up on what John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. Yeah, bro. Anything to talk against this world, you're an enemy to Jake. You telling Jake he got to go back on that old path. Jake don't want to go on the old path, man. Jake want to stay on the new path, and that makes a nigga or a wetback highly upset, man, or a prairie nigga. They do not want to hear that. They just want to stay in their wicked ways here in Babylon. They want to take the chip. They want to party. But all that's coming to a ear real soon, man. That's what we're here warning you tonight on. That it's time to cut the BS out and get serious about this truth, man. You start coming out to one of these camps out here, man, a GMS, somewhere in your city, your neighborhood. Get out there now, because we're in that time of destruction is very near. So you can get serious about things, or you can just, become nuclear ash. Your choice, man. So hey, we're gonna get on out of here. If brothers want to make a closing statement, or if not, I'll go ahead and close it up. But yeah, we pray this video was edifying, man. And to the sons of Yahweh, man, keep pushing. Before we get out of here, we're gonna give all praise and glory to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, bahasham,
YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Royal Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sons of Yahweh, man. Keep pushing. We almost out this bitch. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Shalom.